are aware that chemical industry has been overperforming all the markets or all the market trends for more than a decade. But this trend is changing since 2024, and there might be some of the reasons which have put down by most of our consulting firms. And the reasons are like, so the reasons are like we use more than $10 billion globally for breakdown maintenances, or let's say we have more than 50 or 70 million per year downtime, which cost us for the specific downtime. The reason, because 45% of our maintenance activities are still, still reactive. We don't have that good analytics, or we are not able to predict on the base of the data what we have. And if we have that predictive analytics with us, as we all know, we have a major scope for that. It will be very useful for us. As you can see, there will be improvement of more than 20% in our uptime, or we can save more from 10 to 40% of our maintenance cost and price. So this is the data which has been given by most of our consulting firms into their research papers. And now you will ask the question, why? Why are these research firms putting out those data into their research papers? The main reason is we are expecting new demands from our legacy assets. Our assets are becoming old, our requirements are improving, our GMP compliances are improving, and we still are on some paper-based assets or legacy systems what we are using, which is collecting n number of or huge data into our ecosystem, but we are not yet capable of analyzing that data or predicting the future failure. We still are into reactive mode or firefighting mode, what we can call. Okay, there is a breakdown, okay, I will go and I will replace that. There might be a breakdown, so I will add one preventive maintenance. But what is the cost of that preventive maintenance? Who will take that cost of preventive maintenance? But what if we know whether we need to have a preventive maintenance for that specific breakdown, or when we will have a future breakdown into our plant or into our system, how easy it would be to a management team and also to the people who are working on the ground, to the technicians, to the engineers, to the maintenance managers or planners to plan all the activities accordingly. And everyone talks about vision, and we also come with a vision. And we, in a sense, our industry also come with a vision that we need to transfer from observing all the assets to the orchestration of the assets. So when I say orchestration of the assets or observing the assets, currently what we are doing is we have our digital infrastructure in place, and we are collecting the data, and with the help of digital twin, it's like a data and feedback loop. But in near future, what is going to happen is we will have real-time monitoring with the help of systems enabled, or with the help of AI-enabled systems. But our vision is to reach till the orchestration where we have lights-out manufacturing. So there is one of the plant, I cannot recollect that name of that site, but one of the site in China who have started lights-out manufacturing. So what they are using is they are using this virtual twin technology and also quantum digital twin technology, which gives them this ability that no one stays on the production line, which increases your safety, which has more effect on your compliance, and you can save n number of money on your energy and your cost. So when we talk about profit and loss, the major things what we tend to cater is material cost or labor cost what we are using, or whether we are compliant or not, or what cost we are putting in for the compliant. But what if the main reason is asset invisibility? So when I say asset invisibility, it is like we don't have any traceability of our asset. We just have our asset IDs, asset descriptions, and we know that our assets are there and working. But what if we don't know the health of our asset? What if we don't know the reliability of our asset? What if we don't know when to replace that asset? And what if we don't know with whom to replace that asset? So this is the thing which we are lacking today, and we need to, or we have that scope of improvement to have all the analytics and all the data using industry leading solutions. Now you will ask me, okay Venkatesh, we got it, we know what is the problem, but why you? How you will help us to achieve all the things what you have said. So as I said earlier, I represent Hexagon, and specifically Hexagon has 9 different divisions into various business categories. And the one which I represent is Hexagon Asset Lifecycle Intelligence, and we do everything about assets. We collect the data, we help our customers to utilize that data, we get that analytics. We are more than $5.4 billion of company with more than 50,000 employees in 80 odd countries and more than 5,000 employees dedicated for research and development. And our headquarters, we are headquartered here in Hyderabad. We have our offices in Mumbai, Gurgaon and Gujarat as well. Every year we invest more than 10 to 12% of our revenue into research and development. What we do is we get use cases, we talk with our customers, we talk with our prospects, we get to know the new trends, and then we involve that trend into our solution, which will help our customers to achieve industry best practices. So this is the vision of Hexagon ALI, which is Asset Lifecycle Intelligence, and the vision is smart digital reality. We have different solutions ranging from your planning phase of your asset to the operational security of your asset. When we say planning, all your portfolio planning, your project management, all your budgeting can be catered through our solutions. When I talk about design, you may have known various of our design solutions like PNID, Smart PNID, SPF, SDX. These are our solutions. When we go in execute, we have supply chain solutions, operate and maintain, which we are going to focus on today. And also we have operational security solutions with us. So we are the OEMs for it. We develop these solutions and we help our customers to achieve their business objectives using one of the solutions. And why Hexagon? Because we have the whole set of our solution with us. So you have one single company or one single person to hold on, okay, I have this requirement, and can you solve this requirement? And we have that requirement covered with one of our solutions. Very high.
Very high. Then it comes to the point for any maintenance, any static maintenance like PM, everything. Effectiveness is one of the most important key features you need for maintenance. So my expectation was in that slide, I'm expecting that effectiveness word will be there. And now my question is how this Hexagon maintaining the PM effectiveness.
PM effectiveness, just PM effectiveness. Or all
effectiveness of maintenance.
All the maintenance. For sure, I'm going to come to that point into my future slides. So, is it okay if I move further and answer that question? So, in the upcoming slide, it is already answered. The question is already answered. So, I will just move on. So, when we talk about maintenance, it is like most of the people only think about asset acquisition, then maintenance, which is breakdown, preventive maintenance, and disposal or creating some asset hierarchies on this. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. The real effectiveness of any asset management solution lies beneath the iceberg, and which is this. You need to have the capability of asset planning, or you need to have capability of compliance when you do maintenance, or asset performance management, knowing all your mean time between failures, your mean time between repairs, your overall operational efficiencies, your reliability-centric maintenance, condition-based monitoring. You need to have all the asset history from cradle to its grave into one single location with the access to one single person, so that he knows what that asset is. So this kind of capabilities you need to look into a new modern asset management solution. So back then we had this question, we have everything into SAP, what this solution or what Hexagon will help you to do more. So these are the stuff which Hexagon will help you, or Hexagon solutions will help you to achieve into your day-to-day life, and which will make your life easier for your job. So you can concentrate on many value-added stuff rather than having a firefighting solution every day into your plant. So while talking to most of our customers, we got to know this industry challenges. So you might see your everyday challenges into the list, like we have our disconnect between maintenance planners and the people who are executing the actual maintenance, or we don't have the structured data of whole of our asset, or we don't have a single phase of truth. We don't have a system right now which will show us everything about that specific asset, when it was bought, what activities we have done on it, what activities we should do on it, and what is the data which is captured by that asset. It might be temperature data, it might be vibration analysis, or it might be even simple pressure. So the system or the industry is facing these challenges of having all the data, or having the system or the solution which will have all the data at one single point. And this is our way of analyzing, or way of solving that actual problem. So at Hexagon, or while doing maintenance, we have this major two questions in our mind: when and what to do, and how to do. So if you look at towards left, when and what to do, it is solved by Hexagon Asset Performance Management, which is also catered as an innovative product by Maintellix quadrant. So what we do here is we assess your risk, we get to know all your data, we assess your risk. The solution gives you capability to create your protection strategies for this risk. Once you create all your protection strategies with the help of AI/ML technology and predictive maintenance, it helps you to monitor that protection strategies, or monitor your assets very keenly. And once you monitor and you get advisories or anomalies, if there are any anomalies, it also gives you the advisories to act. And also you can optimize your strategies according to the solutions or according to the situations. So now you have advisories from the solution that you need to act. But how you will ensure that what you are acting, or what chances you are taking, are according to the business need or according to the industry standards. Here comes in place Hexagon EM, which is Enterprise Asset Management, which helps you to create various maintenance strategies, from your reactive maintenance, predictive maintenance, condition-based monitoring, risk-based analysis. It helps you to have your effective execution with the help of connected worker platform. Nowadays, what is happening is, okay, we have everything into our ERP, we create a preventive maintenance schedule, we take a break, and the technician goes on ground, he searches the asset, he needs to search that part, where is that part, he needs to take the part, and he needs to go and execute it. What if he needs to have a follow-up? What he will do is, he will give a call to his supervisor, and if that supervisor fails to enter it into system, we have a great void into that system that there was a follow-up on that asset. But with the help of connected worker platform or effective execution, what happens is, the technician can directly update everything on the go on his mobile device at the location where he is working on that asset. He can have all his SOPs, all his design drawings, if necessary, on the asset. So what we focus is, the solution focus majorly on right at first time. So every time a technician goes at the specific work location, he should be right, or the solution gives them the capability of being right at work time. And and with all the data, having analytics and dashboarding is also one of the key aspects. So the solution has inbuilt data, more than 300 standard industry best practices reports, and also give you capability to create your advanced report according to business need.
What you told about the technicians going to the asset, searching process safety management, it covers the MICA, so mechanical integrity and quality assurance. So in MICA, we are identifying safety critical equipment, not only related to safety, but to reduce the break time, production targets to achieve. How it can be correlated, because it says that whatever safety critical equipment should have the redundancy, availability, and all these things. Can it be integrated?
Yes, it can be integrated. The simple answer is yes.
Okay, fair enough. Second part, basically we are managing the incident logging for any breakdowns, small to the larger scale, to avoid the repetitive reoccurrences. So we do the RCA and came out with the kappa. So how this application will help in achieving that? It should be the system based. It should not be the customized. It, okay, whether it is really logging to incident or not, but that system should log something, not to go forward by the person, technician or anyone, because technicians are more touched into the 24/7 hours. They sometimes they log, sometimes they don't. So how it will help? It can be integrated.
So the solution has inbuilt case management capabilities or incident management capabilities, where you can log all your safety incidents, not only safety incidents but all the incidents from your plant, and it helps you to bifurcate that incidents as well. And when you have one of the incidents, let's say if there is a fire incident going on.
I'm talking about safety incident. I'm talking about only the maintenance related
breakdown incident. So
because you are talking about these things, so I'm talking about.
Yes.
So reappraise the RCA is saying this type of the things and
right. So the solution, I was coming to that. The solution has inbuilt root cause analysis effects as well, and we can have a detailed fishbone diagram into the solution. It is not what I'm talking customized. It is inbuilt capability of the solution. You can cater to all 6 M's into the solution, and you can also have your FABCA into it. All your failure mode and effective analysis can also be catered through the solution, and it is the inbuilt facility or inbuilt capability of the solution. You don't need to customize or configure anything. It is already available into the solution. So even if you have any breakdown, so you can analyze or you can brainstorm using the solution what went wrong, what were the phases went wrong. Not only that, but it can be used for your future. Let's say if that employee goes away, so how will be the data transfer or knowledge transfer to the upcoming employees? So it helps you do data or knowledge transfer for the upcoming employees of that historic event of that asset as well into your breakdown.
So whatever the RCA tools you told on Fertilizer or any FMP or
yes.
So is it a what should I say? It's a draft or something template, or the system does all this? What the person, customer, user has to do?
So it is a template into the system that we need to obviously follow. So anyhow, using any solution, it is like hand-in-hand conjunction of a user and a solution. The solution always gives you capability and flexibility to it, but the user should also have 50% input to have a good, better result and better output. But once you have done that, once you have all the historic data, the solution is inbuilt with AI capabilities or Gen AI. So if you have that historic data, in future also it will give you the predictions with the help of that Gen AI model as well. So once we have acted upon the advisories which is given by the solution, how we know that our strategies what we are creating are right or wrong? I will just give you one single example, everyday example what we use. We use our cars and we have to replace our oil in every 10,000 kilometers, or some of the car replace their oil in every 15,000 kilometers. Why we do that? We just do it blindly because first thing is our company has given us, or any OEM has given us the standard that you need to replace it in every 10,000 hours. Or we just remove the dipstick before starting and we just check the viscosity of the oil, whether it is yet to be replaced or not. But has anybody tested the oil after removing from our car? No has done it right now. Whether we are changing at the right time given by the OEM. See, every car is used in a different solution or a different situation. Similarly, a same motor or a same transformer or a same reactor can be used in a different situation. The situation in one chemical plant might be different than the situation in other industry for that same reactor. So what happens is, okay, we try to have our all preventive maintenance according to the OEMs what they have given, but that not be necessary that they are always right. We might reduce our PM schedules according to the anomalies or according to the detection, or we might increase our PM schedule which will save our cost at the end. So it is not necessary you change the oil every 10,000 kilometers or every 5,000, 15,000 kilometers. You can increase it to 20,000 kilometers as well, or if you have driven your car in an off-road situation where your engine is being used rigorously, so you need to replace that in 8,000 kilometers as well. So this is a basic example, everyday example, which the solution, if we talk in the context of our assets, the solution gives you flexibility or gives you capability to do that. Even early detection as well, or even if the processes what we are doing are necessary or not. So this is how the solution helps you to optimize your current asset strategies. So we were talking about we have many systems into our place. So APM or hexagon APM is the solution which can sit over top of your systems and complement all the systems. Maybe your ERP system or maybe any asset management solution what you are using right now. All your historian data, all your SCADA data can be analyzed through the solution. So it is not that you need to scrap what you are using and you need to implement a new thing. It is that you need to have a cherry on that cake which will give you that additional flavor, analytics and this predictive power. Instead of having any reactive or firefighting situation, you have the control of your assets of your plant. I hope I am in time or it is exit. So this is what I was talking about, what the solution gives you. It has more than 200 plus asset twin models, and we can add more twin models into it. More than 1700 protection strategies, and more than 3900 conditions which will help you to get that protection strategies or which will give you the advisories. And it is not only locked into this, you can also add your protection strategies into it, and day to day as you input the data, the solution also adds its own protection strategies or advisories according to the situation.
Okay, so my question is, suppose we have digital system right now, like SCADA or DCS, something like two system to system, and we have our data, and the data we can take in, extract into Excel, and suppose we put that data in your system. So obviously it is a past data. So your system can learn the past data and start to give the results of our present system or future system without taking much time.
Yes, it can give you. That is what the system is made for. It will get all your past data, it will analyze not only past data, but parallelly it will be taking your real-time data as well. It will compare both the data and it will give you the real-time analytics or early detections what we are talking about in this case.
So we can build more model also.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. So till now we have talked about predictive maintenance, how you will predict everything, how you will act upon it, and how you will create your asset strategies. From here we will talk about how we will act effectively on our threats or the anomalies or the advisories what the solution has given. And here we will use enterprise asset management. So this is a short video of the solution.
Imagine having the power to make informed, data-driven decisions for all maintenance initiatives. With Hexagon EAM, our leading enterprise asset management solution, you can achieve exactly that. Its robust cloud architecture provides a highly secure, scalable, and accessible solution to digitally transform your maintenance operations. As a multi-tenant cloud solution, it reduces the burden of maintaining servers and other IT infrastructure and provides a scalable platform that can be quickly implemented by any organization. Hexagon EAM tracks all assets through operational life cycles, ensuring critical work is performed promptly and effectively. With clear insight into your asset performance and overall cost of ownership, Hexagon EAM helps to reduce downtime and boost productivity. Understanding the status of your equipment's condition, inventory, and maintenance personnel is key. Through integrated analytics, Hexagon EAM provides visibility into crucial assets, effectively prioritizing maintenance activities. Leverage statistical models, machine learning, and task automation to improve work processes and enhance efficiency. Hexagon Alex, our out-of-the-box AI assistant, accessible from the Hexagon EAM toolbar, is designed to assist users in real time. Hexagon Alex provides guidance on using Hexagon EAM, offering insights, handling complex questions, and automating repetitive tasks, making operations more streamlined. Advanced visualization capabilities make complex scenarios easy to understand by integrating diagrams, 3D models, and maps. With rising retirement rates and increasing labor shortages, it's vital for your teams to be as efficient as possible. Hexagon EAM optimizes work with advanced scheduling and dispatching capabilities. These tasks can be automated using rules, triggers, or other thresholds to begin maintenance activities. The workforce today expects modern technology while on the job. By extending robust desktop capabilities into a mobile application, Hexagon EAM Mobile delivers a consumer-grade solution that eliminates the need for paper processes and improves employee efficiency. Our applications automatically stay up to date, function in connected and disconnected modes, and are ready to use right out of the box. With Hexagon EAM Mobile, field personnel can follow comprehensive and responsive checklists and access images and documents to pinpoint the right equipment and parts for accurate inspections and cost regulation. Take control of your data landscape with Hexagon EAM. Our open APIs and flexible integration layer ensure that you always have access to the right data at the right time. With configuration at its core, Hexagon EAM offers a tailored user experience that aligns with your unique business processes. Enhance efficiency, ensure compliance, and modernize your asset management to deliver exceptional value across every stage of the asset lifecycle.
So the solution what we saw now, Hexagon EAM, it is not a year or 2 years back solution. It was well developed and introduced to the market 40 years back in 1983. It was even 2 years before Microsoft was introduced to the market. Since then, we are into assets, we are catering our solution, or we are adding more industry best practices into the solution for various different industries. So this is, here you can see the landscape of EM solution. It is installed in more than 5,000 customers now who trust us with their asset management and asset management strategies. And as you can see, this is a very industry agnostic solution which can be implemented into any of the industries, or in your per se, it can help you to manage all your assets, maybe your plant or process equipment, to your facilities, or even your IT landscape assets. So these are some of our global pharma and chemical customers who trust in Hexagon for their asset management strategies and asset management and maintenance. And what they have achieved using our solution is they have increased their uptime and they have reduced their breakdown or downtime of any of the asset, with keeping compliance and regulation at its core. So EM is an industry best solution which helps you to track and monitor whole your asset life cycle, from planning and acquisition of your asset to decommissioning and disposal of your assets, It helps you to track all the major and all the minor micro activities in the whole life cycle of your asset. So when we talk about EM, it is not just a solution, but it's a whole ecosystem which gives you the capability to track and monitor not only your assets, like you can see, you can manage all your kind of asset into it, your building facilities, your capital equipments, all your reactors, your pumps, transformers, if you have any fleet, but it also helps you to manage and track all your people, all your policies and all your processes. So when we talk about contract management, we have n number of contractors coming day in and day out into our facility, who are working for us or who are working for our maintenance activities. All your material management, which can be integrated with your current ERP system and which can flow hand in hand. All your procurement processes, work scheduling is a major task which a maintenance planner does day in and day out, and it is very hectic to do a work scheduling into our legacy systems or even the Excel. But the solution gives you this capability that in one single click you can do, or the maintenance planner can do his work scheduling for a day, for a month, or for even a quarter. This is the capability and flexibility which the solution gives you. When we talk about maintenance strategies, it helps you to achieve various maintenance strategies, maybe reactive, preventive, predictive, condition-based monitoring, risk-based analysis, and with the help of our modern enablers, like the solution has native mobile application which can work even online and offline, and I believe you will be using intrinsic safe mobile devices in your plant. So the solution is also capable to run on that intrinsic safe devices. So your technician has all the data, what he needs at the right time for the right asset. The solution is even capable of catering to all the FDA 21 CFR compliances with the help of password and integrity management, having complete audit trails of the transactions or of the events, what has been done, having electronic signatures, electronic records, then tamper detection or data log for your electronic records, employee certification or your technician certification, and having calibration capabilities into the solution. So I will just move fast in the interest of time. So again, these are the four basic pillars where EM helps you to cater: operation, maintenance, material management, and having asset performance. So I've almost talked about operation, maintenance, and material. Yes.
Hello. Yes.
Hi.
This is Shiv Pandya. Actually, I am an operational excellence professional. So, looking at the solution, what I was thinking, if we implement this solution, right, it means, for example, I am taking this solution for predictive maintenance or tracking the condition-based monitoring of my equipments. That means I need to install more assets to monitor my existing assets, right? Because it needs some infrastructure to monitor this system. So this system is capable of monitoring my existing assets for its reliability, its future failures. It can predict future failures, it can monitor the conditions, right? But this system is capable to monitor its own failure. Does this predict its own failure if it is coming in future? Like if I take some example like one sensor, does this system having capability to predict the failure of the sensor in future? Because many a times we do a project, it happens that sensor gets fixed, but it cannot get predicted, right? Breakdowns occur, we can predict, we can condition-based monitoring, we predict the failure in future. But whatever the assets we have installed, in terms of monitoring my existing assets, does this system capable to predict its own failure or not?
Yeah. So the system have these models or extensibilities or business flex rules. I'll just be a bit technical in this. So the system has capability of doing this. So if you have the sensor data or the asset data which is coming, the sensor data, it can monitor that sensor data with the base of inbuilt Python studios, and it can be done. So even if your sensor is failing, so it can show whether that sensor is showing the right data or false data. based on the historic data of that specific sensor. I'm talking about the new assets or the sensors what you have installed on your current assets.
Okay, so it can give signal whenever it is start giving the wrong signal.
Yes, it can show. It can give you alerts that this sensor is giving the false data or wrong data according to the historic feed. So you can either go on that location and see whether the actual sensor is broken or whether it is giving the actual right data. If you if you go a bit back and if you know this case of Bhopal gas tragedy, it was the same thing what had happened. The false meter data, they thought that meter is not working, and it was the actual data what was shown by the meter. But the solution helps you to do that. But again, that needs to be connected with the historian, with the SCADA, and to the system.
Because it is important as we are installing more assets, right?
Yes.
So in past cases, as you have mentioned, Bhopal gas tragedy, many of the safety incidents which have occurred, which are due to the failure of sensors. So we are not able to predict the failure of particular system which we have implemented to predict our existing systems. Right. So system should integrate this particular aspect as well, because it should predict its own failure as well. So before it is actually failing, it should give indication to us well in advance.
Right. So the same models what you use to manage your assets, main assets, the same models can be created to manage your sensors as well. So it will give you the early false detection or early false data of that sensor. So it has that capability as well. So this is managing and maintaining all your linear assets with the help of linear asset management and GIS into the place. So if you have kilometers of pipelines running from one plant to other plant, so you can manage and maintain all your asset or all your linear asset with the help of GIS and linear asset management effectively. So you can break down your linear asset and you can have all your strategies to that specific small portions of your linear asset. So this is a PNID diagram into the solution. So what it helps you to do is it helps the technician or maintenance manager to have the whole layout of the plant and have all the historic events of that specific plant. So maintenance department can give inputs to the design department saying that okay, this can be changed, it is not maintainable, or we don't have adequate place to go in and to maintain that specific object or specific asset. It will also help you to locate that specific asset, where is the actual location of that asset in your plant, because there are n number of pipelines, n number of walls, and the technician or new technician coming in, they don't know the actual location of that specific wall. So this makes it very easy for them to locate. Again, this is the same 3D view of your plant. You can see a pump is highlighted into red and all the data or all the information shown related to that pump into the system. This is again a 3D and 2D view which we call as a reality viewer into the solution. So it gives you the comparison of your PNID diagram and also your 3D drawing. So, and also the historic data of that specific asset what you are seeing. So the inputs can be directly given to the engineering team or to the design team to update or to have a new revision of their drawing. So that inputs can also be given. And this is my favorite feature into the solution, which is optimized dispatcher, or we call it as a constraint optimizer. So name might be a bit difficult, but the task what it does, it makes our life very easy. Imagine a planner who comes in, who starts his day, and he have n number of activities in front of him. He don't know who is available, where it is available, what is the location of that specific work order I want to send my technicians. This is the thing which does it all in one single click. What it does, we need to set various parameters, maybe your availability, location of your work order, the trade, what needs to go and what needs to act upon that or execute that work order, and it will automatically assign all the work orders to the relevant people or available people in just a click, in no time. So it reduces all your admin data or admin time, and it reduces your turnaround time. The same thing is used in one of a major pharma customer of ours, and I would like to give a small use case of that. So what happened is they were using a ERP system. I won't take any names here. We all know what it might be. They were losing almost 11 hours per day for one single work order. From raising that work order to all the admin tasks what have been done and to executing that work order. But what they did is they analyzed that 11 hours. And they got to know that only 2 hours were the actual execution of that work order, and all the remaining 9 hours were only the admin task. After implementing EAM, they reduced the whole process into 3 hours. And this is the real life example what they have shared with us, that this is one of the use case or one of the ROI what they have achieved in less than 6 months. And yes, AI is a buzzword now into the industry, and we are also into it. So our solution is capable, or it has a Gen AI inbuilt into it, which can give you answers to basic questions like how to create a work order. Two, it can give you answers to some very critical components like how do I do a condition-based monitoring to a specific asset, or how do I do a reliability-centric maintenance to a specific asset, or create me a model to detect or early detect an anomaly for a set of motor or for a set of the transformer. So this kind of activities can be done using Gen AI. So when we talk about Gen AI, we all know ChatGPT, and we all know that security is a major concern, or data security is a major concern for us. But this AI is only limited to your environment. So it won't send the data out, it won't send the data, or it won't take the data in. So it is that secure, so your data is safe with this AI, unlike what we hear about in the market right now. The slides are too much. So I hope that I am answering some of the questions, and these are some of the last slides what I would like to show you. So the asset strategy is what Hexagon caters to, is we keep your assets at the core of the strategy. With the help of ISO 5001, we create the strategies, or solution is created in such a way that it will help you to achieve that strategies. So every circle, it will create, or it will open a new dimension of maintenance where it will show you strategy where you can focus on your investment to increase your reliability. It ensures that operations are within the safety parameters and have the energy excellence, or you can monitor and track all your energy. Maintenance take care of good execution of your work orders and the supply chain of your assets and your parts. And digital twin, it helps you to visualize the actual life cycle of your asset. And this all is covered with the circle of artificial intelligence, which helps you to achieve various industry parameters or your industry objectives, like having your sustainability, reducing your operating margins, reducing your working capital, being compliant with all the regulatory norms, mitigating risk, and also increasing your revenue in the process of doing that. And let's see how it looks. So this is the predictive dashboard, which gives you the risk, the exposure, what you are exposed to, the protections, what you can do, what is the impact if you do that advisories, and what is the response, or what is the activities you need to do upon. This is the actual dashboard from the solution, what I am showing you. So here we can see a motor with the IoT sensors fit upon it, and the between you can see all your permits according to the areas. Then also you can see the energy usage or heat map of your energy usage into it. This is the asset digital twin where you have your 2D and 3D models working together to give you the analytics and the data. And here you have all your assets into control where you can see all your equipment, its equipment health, what was the cost raised for that work order or for that equipment, and all the historic map or all the heat map of the condition of that specific assets. And this is the real data what we have received from some of our customers that all the numbers are on our website as well, so you can anytime you can go on our website and go into their case studies and see all these numbers. So this is one of the case study, and this is one of my second last slide what I will be showing upon, and this is a very interesting case study. So they are using our solution since 4 decades now, and you might be aware of CERN. It is a nanoparticle accelerator situated in Switzerland, and it is the largest asset what a human being has created. They work at cryogenic temperature 100 feet below the ground. To achieve that cryogenic temperature they need 14 days, and if there is any anomaly to be at a working temperature or a room temperature, they need 14 days to reduce that temperature. So time is very precious for them, and they are using it since 40 years now. And their objectives were they needed to reduce unscheduled maintenance, because as I said earlier, 14 days is a very huge time to reach to that temperature. They also wanted to centralize all their maintenance activities of all their assets. So it is not only the particle accelerator which is managed through it, but they have a huge campus with all the hospitals, then all the renewable energy wind plants or solar plants, all the fleets, and that all assets are managed through one single solution. They also wanted to centralize all the procurement process according to their whole plant or whole campus facility, and they wanted to have a closer monitoring on follow-ups for their work orders. So these were the major objectives what they were looking into, and the solution helped them to do it. So as you can see, more than 3.2 million equipments they manage using Hexagon EM, more than 2.3 million documents are managed into it, more than 350k work orders per year are triggered into the solution and executed using this one single solution. And you can see 1 million checklist item, more than 3,000 users who use the solution, and we have more than 1,000 parts into it. And this all is done using zero customization. No customization into the solution. They are using as is the solution is. This is how the solution is strong and rigid to help you into your day-to-day activities, and this helped them to reduce the cost. 99% they have reduced all their paper-based activities, and the dispatching of work order was 10x faster than what they were doing before. These are some of the values which were delivered to them. So when we talk about asset management, it is not only about having your work orders or planning your work orders, but it is also about having your asset performance management and asset investment planning into it, where you can have all your OEEs, MTBFs, MTTRs, CBM, RCM, RCA, FMECA into the solution or into your working strategies, which will help you to reach to the decision whether you need to replace that asset or whether you need to repair that asset. So we are at the crossroads or junctions where industries are aging and the requirements are increasing day by day, or the expectations are increasing day by day, and we need to have a strong and stringent solution which can give you the capability to predict, which can give you the capability to execute effectively with the help of all the safety features, all the permits and parameters, while being compliant to all the regulatory capabilities. Yeah, thank you so much. So me and Manish, we both are here for a day, and you can ask or shoot any questions. I'm happy to help. Thank you.